Hey everybody, it's your girl Bevy J.
And Raquel.
And look, you are listening to Grl
Hold Up.
Y'all, we so excited to be back.
Yeah.
I know you seeing our setup. It's a little different. Well, we back home, y'all. We back home. We back here at the Culture Lab. Shout out to Chubb for sponsoring yet another show of Grl Hold Up. Kel.
Yes.
What you do this weekend, girl?
Oh, this weekend we celebrated with some friends. We had some birthdays. It came. You know, my whole family has birthdays in November. So every weekend in November we're celebrating birthdays.
Yes, yes. Girl, just being me, being Bevy J.
Yes.
Preparing for some big moves, you know. Like I said, we back home, so. But no, I just pretty much relaxed and really getting ready for 2023 because
it's time.
It is about.
It's the end of November. We
girl,
got one more month.
Girl, and I'm still on cloud 9 from our photo shoot, girl, with the one and only Robert Ector.
Yes, he's fabulous. And the direction.
Yes.
I was so thankful for his just professionalism.
Yes.
His team.
Yes, they were amazing.
Everyone was amazing. It was amazing. And we couldn't have done it any better because he is the best.
Yeah, so all of this new branding, the pictures, y'all, it was done by Robert Ector. So yeah.
Thank you, Robert.
Yes, thank you, Robert. Can I call him Robbie? You think
Hey, we call him Robert. Your name can be Robbie. I'm sure you'll love it.
Listen, y'all, we have a very, very, very special guest. Before we bring her on, Kel, we on TV, girl.
We are on a whole TV show, baby.
Yes.
A whole.
Come on now.
God did.
They didn't believe in us. God did.
That's what happens when you put him first and you stop listening to naysayers.
Yes.
And you stop holding yourself back with
Girl.
and not being confident.
Exactly.
And moving in your purpose, lady.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. So without further ado, you want to go ahead and introduce our beautiful. Look at her over there, y'all. Y'all see her. Y'all see her.
I hope y'all saw the video of her walking in, honey, with that cat suit on and them.
Honey, look at her.
Yeah, she came in here ready. We have the beautiful. She is a former educator. She's an author, advocate, and motivational speaker. Her name is Angela Wright. Hello, Woo! Angela.
Hi, I'm so happy to be here. Girl,
hold up. That's right.
I love it. Yes. Angela, so this episode is really dedicated to you.
Ooh.
It really is. When I met you, I was instantly intrigued. I wanted to know more. I want to see what's behind Miss Angela Wright, what motivates her, what is the purpose behind everything that you do. So anyways, without further ado, I got to get into my notes so that we can move into your fabulosity, honey, and everything that you do. So basically, I feel like our community is one that we don't talk about a lot of things. We don't talk about things that happen in our households. We don't talk about the things that change our path. We don't talk about the things that are holding us back or keeping us from being the best version of ourselves.
Yes.
And I felt like meeting you and hearing a portion of your story, because I haven't heard the whole story, but hearing a portion of your story, I feel like you overcame so much so that you could walk in your purpose. And you had things in your life that led to the Angela we see today, that you're helping other people along with their purpose.
Yes.
So today's episode is named after your nonprofit, Chance to Change.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
I love it. Yes, I love it. And I first of all, I want to thank you guys for having me.
Absolutely.
I love you guys. I'm so happy for you, and I see the glow up. It's real.
Yes.
And I'm just thankful to be here. But Chance to Change, not only is a nonprofit, but like you said, that is a way of life. I came up with the nonprofit because, you know, I'm formerly incarcerated. And being there, I saw the difference between my child and other women children. So there were some women, guys, that were there 8, 10 years, never ever seen their kids their entire in bed. Whereas on the other hand, I was able to see my son every weekend in the beginning, then it went to every other weekend. But as he got older, I felt like it wasn't fair for him to have to spend his weekends inside of a federal prison visiting room. Right. So I just told him if he came every 3 months with my mom and for me to lay my eyes on him, then I was fine with that. So that's me wanting to give back to help, you know, children whose parents are incarcerated, because they really do go through a lot that, you know, society really doesn't know about, because everybody just feel like, oh, if you broke the law, you deserve to be in prison for the rest of your life, throw away the key. But they never think about when those people have to return back home.
Right, because then what?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You know, I know a lot of people do halfway houses and different programs to help them gradually go back into society. But it always helps to have additional programs and people who can talk you through and walk you through the process, because some people do get stuck in the mentality of being incarcerated.
Yes, they do.
And that, you know, keeps them stagnant and they can't even move forward. And sometimes they move backward and go back in because that's all they know. So let's talk a moment about some crossroad moments, myself included, okay? I can probably bring up a dozen different instances where I could have gone left, right, forward, backward, and had to pause in that moment to make the correct decision, which thank God most of the time I did. Yeah. But I'm human and everyone's human. And we have those moments in life where you might make the wrong decision.
Yeah.
And you don't know until it's too late.
Exactly.
So ladies, let's talk about, baby, I'll start with you.
Yeah.
Can you recall a crossroad moment?
Ooh. I would say when it comes to just, again, y'all know I'm big on confidence and, you know, all of that other stuff. But for me, my crossroad moment was just growing up, and because I was starving for love, mine was sex. You know, just giving myself to anybody that wanted me because of me not having that moment. So me turning into that, that was me. I was that girl, you know? And that right there was just one of those moments that was a dark moment for me. You know, all a dude had to do was say, baby, I love you. And I busted open, wide open for him, like, here you go. But, you know, I look back now that I'm older, you know, and wiser and, you know, on a completely different path, you know, that was just something that I had to learn to know that I had to learn to love myself first. So, yeah.
So I'll talk about one of my crossroad moments.
Yeah.
There was this time y'all almost went to jail. I was in middle school, and my friend who's going to watch this, she's going to get me for telling this story. Because I always blame her.
Right.
You know?
It was her. I got your side. It was her. Friend, it was your fault.
But I was on the bus, y'all, headed to school, and we had a real cool, lenient bus driver, right? He would let us do whatever we wanted to do. So we got to my friend's bus stop, and she's like, can Raquel get off? We got to ride to school, you know. So I get off the bus, doing the right thing. I was going to school. Where this going? Going to school. Got off the bus, y'all. Got in the car with my friend and some guys that I knew. And it was another girl who we were friends with. So we ride to school. We go to a whole nother school that ain't even our school because we being grown. Yeah. And we want to go see who we can see, you know, at this other campus. So the police stop us because it's after time that we should be in class. And it freaked the guys out, and they took off in this car.
Oh,
no.
We were in a high-speed chase. I was terrified. Me and the girls were all in the back seat like, you know, we didn't know. We were going down the wrong way, a one-way road going the wrong way.
What?
They pulled off into this neighborhood. The boys jumped out the car and left us in the car. The car was still rolling.
What? Kel.
Crossroads.
Girl.
I should have stayed on the bus.
Wait, did they take y'all to jail? Because that was a party.
Jail.
like that because that's a party to a crime.
Straight to jail. And luckily, they kind of sympathized with us, so they didn't like book us. You know what I mean? They put us in like a little conference room.
Okay, so you didn't get no mug shot, no. Okay.
I was so thankful, girl. I cried like a baby. I think it was me that persuaded them because I was, my mama gonna kill me. So Teresa, I love you, and I'm sorry. What up? So Angela. Give me, I already know, a bit about your story, but something prior to that. Give us a crossroad moment.
A crossroad moment for me, I would say, was dating drug dealers. That was a crossroad.
Been there, done that.
Because it's a seed, what we don't realize is it's a seed planted. Mm-hmm. And then over the years, that seed waters and waters and waters, and it can blow, blossom into something else. So my crossroad would definitely be dating drug dealers.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I know in a lot of cases, guys, I'm from 2 different communities in Macon, Georgia, and they're both high crime areas. Sometimes you just don't know better. Mm-hmm. All you know, like a lot of my family members, a lot of my friends and people close to me were drug dealers.
Yeah.
People who did all the things that you do to go to jail. Mm-hmm. And in some cases, I would know guys that they just didn't know better. Mm-hmm. And you, now looking back, I was like, oh man, he would have been a great blah, 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 blah. He was so talented at this. He was so talented at that. And just doing what you know.
Right.
You idolize the people who have money. The people closest to you with money are people who selling drugs. You idolize people who are in power. And in the hood, the people who empower are the ones who are gangsters.
Yeah.
And doing all the things that you shouldn't be doing, but that's all you know.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And so my next bullet point is knowing better leading to better. Let's just speak in a hypothetical sense.
Yeah.
If everything could have been turned around for everyone that we know that's been in a bad position, what are some figures or programs that you guys think are great for making kids and people aware of better choices?
One thing for me, because I'm from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and I actually was a part of a youth program, and that definitely slowed it down because I was being productive. Right. I was finally finding things that I loved. That's how I fell in love with radio. They needed they was looking for interns. And so that's how I got into this whole, that's why I'm so dope, y'all. But I'm sorry, I had to toot my own horn now.
Okay.
But no, seriously, I believe having different programs out there and having mentors and stuff like that will definitely help shift, it could shift a whole generation. Yeah, exactly. And that's exactly what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Changing the narrative.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I know we're all familiar with the YMCA.
Yes.
I think that's a great program, been around for years. Boys and Girls Club. That's another great program. And then now, too, we have a lot of entertainers and sports figures that does summer camps for kids, to keep them busy and everything. But y'all wouldn't believe, I knew better. I didn't grow up in the hood. I grew up in a 2-parent, family home. Father's a pastor. Yeah. Mother was a stay-at-home mom. Yeah. So so that's why sometimes.
Would you say you were green?
No, I knew better.
Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't green because I did have cousins who did stay, other side of the tracks or whatever, or was older and would kind of let us come over on the weekends and hang out and everything. I would see it. I wasn't green. I would say I thought I was smarter than everybody else.
Sound like Raquel.
I just thought I was smarter than everybody else. I always kind of been ahead of my time. Yeah. And, sometimes they say it's a gift, when they say that you have street smart, book smart, and common sense. It could be a gift and a curse. And I thank God for having all 3. But if you're not careful, then you use it for the wrong way.
There you go.
Wow.
Yeah.
That part.
So that's that. I know better.
So what do y'all think about? I know they had programs that a lot of my friends went to. It's like military school. I couldn't think of the technical term for it, but
is it no
reform? Reform school, right?
Reform school, maybe.
Okay.
But they had like another name. Maybe it was just our name for it because so many people I knew.
You talking about Earl TC?
Not Earl TC,
No.
but it was like a school that they would send you to get your
Reform
stuff
school.
together. Maybe it's Reform school.
Oh no, you're talking about today. They call it
It's like another name they call it.
It is another name. Then when they send you away to get yourself together, like to
A
give
boarding
you another
school?
chance. No, it's like to give you another chance, like Job Corps.
Job Corps.
Oh, I'm like,
What do y'all think about this? Like I said, I knew several people who went and came back totally different.
wow.
And then, you know what? I take that back. There was a few.
It's always a good few.
There was a few that came back. But nothing changed. Okay?
Baby is cracking up, okay?
Yeah.
But I do feel like sometimes you do have to remove the child or the person from the situation altogether. Because it may be to the extreme where they not listen to their parents. They not listen to the pastor or the teachers or anything. So I know someone in my life right now who is at that point. His father's not in his life. His mom works a lot. His sister's doing a lot of the raising from home. He's a really smart kid, but he's allowing influences to take advantage of the fact that he is vulnerable, I guess, because there's a lot in his life that's not together, and that's making him gravitate towards troublesome people for attention and that sort of thing.
Looking for love in the wrong
Looking for
places.
love in all the wrong places.
Oh, yeah.
And I think we're going to try to scare him straight.
Ooh.
Like, brother,
Yeah.
you either get this lesson
Yeah.
or you going to Job Corps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Away from everybody
Away,
to get yourself
yeah.
together before you can come back and be productive.
Yep.
So, yeah, so that is the YMCA. I know a lot of people, too, who went through that. My sister's dad was a boxer and football player, but he was somebody who loved to fight.
Right.
And the YMCA, they always credited that program for, like, saving his life.
Yeah, for channeling his energy to another place. Yeah.
Yep. So what are some of the top reasons? I did a little research, Angela, so you're going to have to help me with this.
Okay.
Top reasons that women go to prison.
So let me tell you, I actually know a couple of them. One of the reasons is drug offense. Another one is property offense. Another one is being violent, right? And then the other one is being a public order.
The highest, though, like you said,
Is drug offense.
is drug offenses.
And it's higher than men.
Okay, so in the beginning, I would say right now, women are going to prison at a faster rate than men, like 100 times faster rate. Over the years, the population for women have grown. And I'll say in the beginning, maybe it was more so women taking a charge for their boyfriend because they felt like they wouldn't get much time. So, you know, I love you. I'm going to ride and die for you, you know. So I think it was that. And then as time went on, women just creating a way for their family on their own. So nonviolent offenders are the highest incarcerated. Nonviolent offenses. There are violent offenses, but that's more on a lower percentage. It's mostly like drugs or taxes, you know, white collar crime.
Right. And then women is, like you were saying, at 26%, and then the men are at 13%.
Immediately when I read that, I knew what it was.
Yeah.
I was like, oh,
But
she's
two,
taking the bed.
yeah, and then not only that, y'all, at this day and age in America, I don't know if y'all know, but the United States, we make up 4% of the world's population, but we incarcerate 25%.
Wow.
That's
So that goes to
crazy.
show that America does have a problem with over-incarceration.
Yeah.
Not saying that people should not go to prison, because I am a firm believer. You break the law, you do something, and then you do need to go.
Yeah.
But it's just like the laws have to change, especially drug laws. They're
Oh, my
just,
goodness.
they're hideous.
With the marijuana charges and everything, I did hear that Joe Biden signed something to release some nonviolent
When is it gonna
marijuana
come?
That's the question.
Stop going on CNN saying you're going to do it.
Do
When you
something
gonna
when
do
you
it,
Right.
Joe?
Do it. Come on, Joe.
Yes.
You got another year left. Come on, let's go.
Wake up, Joe.
Right.
Okay, Joe.
Yeah, especially marijuana.
Because it's legal in so many states. Like, it doesn't make sense for people to still be incarcerated for something that's legal.
And it
legal.
is. This guy that a lady was helping both of us trying to get out of prison. His name is Luke Scaramaz. I can't really pronounce Luke's last name. But he's in trouble for legal marijuana, y'all, for having a dispensary years ago.
What?
And then President Obama gave his friend clemency. I'm not going to say it was his friend and his co-defendant, but he still didn't get it. All because kind of like the prosecutor and stuff. It's just a whole nother politics.
I was going to say it's a real
politic game. Yeah, so.
Real political when you get to that world. Which state you in, how racist they are, in this state, and which judge you get, what type of lawyer, if it's, somebody like a what they call a public defender,
right?
Or if you were able to actually pay for a lawyer, it's all crazy.
So many
variables that are tied to what happens and how it happens.
Yeah.
So now, Angela, really, this show is about you.
Okay.
It's all about me. It's all about you, and I want you to really briefly show everyone your book. Okay. It's called Pit to Palace Mentality. Yeah, so break that down real quick. What does that mean, honey? Because I don't want to be in the pit.
No, you want to be in the palace. You want that mentality to be in the palace. So pit to palace mentality is a play off a day, being in the pit, and then Joseph made it to the palace. Remember, his brothers put him in the pit.
Yeah.
And, when he was young.
Yes.
Yeah, he was down in that pit.
Yes.
But eventually, guess what? Joseph ended up being a ruler
over
his brothers and sisters and made it to the
Come
palace
on, girl.
and ruled over an entire nation.
Yes.
So that was the play on pit to palace. And it's like our mentality can be so far down. So far down, thinking, as Bevy just said earlier, you didn't think that, you were worthy, so you would do this or whatever. That was pit mentality. But now, Bevy is fabulous. Her word.
Welcome to my palace, baby.
So now that mentality is in a palace. So that's where it comes from. It's a play off Joseph, but just wanting people to know, like, even though I was in that very, very dark environment, I was in my own pit. I was in a physical pit, but my mentality was always in the palace. I never thought, that I would do the amount of time I was sentenced to. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that part yet, so I won't.
No,
I
this is your time.
Yeah. So I never even gave into the notion of doing 30 years. I just couldn't even fathom doing 30 years, being 60 when I came home. So being that physically I was somewhere, mentally I was somewhere else. And so I created the book with 10 key principles to see your way through your worst situation. And I know firsthand, if I got through it, then it's universal. The principles are universal, and anybody can get through it, but it's all about our mentality, and it starts here.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow.
Yes, ma'am. Mentality. I wish we could just tattoo that on our forehead.
Seriously.
We walk around like, check your mentality. It's everything.
And not only yours, but the people that you choose
that
to be
you
around.
Did you just say that?
Yes.
It goes, it's not just yourself. Me and Kanye, Kanye Purpose, or where we was talking the other day, and just saying how you can't tell bad spirits your good news. Do not tell bad spirits
Girl.
your good news. Hello.
That's a whole nother episode.
Girl.
I got something for that.
Okay.
I know a bad spirit real close to me, honey. As soon as you tell them something, they break it down. And be negative.
Yeah. And that's a mentality that person has. So, we have to be careful about not our own mentality, but the people that we choose to be around, the one we share ourselves with, the man that we share ourselves with, just the energy period when you walk in certain rooms and everything. And, earlier how you were saying about the trauma.
Yes.
And so a pit mentality that we grew up with was what goes on in this house stays in this house.
Yep.
Killing us.
And that is pit mentality. That's why so many young girls can't break free, that's been molested, little boys that's been raped.
Wow.
And then they grow over and over.
Ooh,
and it's just stuck in the back of their mind. And they're walking through life with all this hurt. That's pit mentality.
Yeah.
But, we didn't know it. I guess our family, our community, just didn't know any better. They was doing the best that they could at that time, So I just feel like it's up to us to turn this generation around.
Yeah. I always tie everything back to slavery. I know whoever listening and watching get tired of me. Like, girl, that was 5,000 years ago. But literally, like, in that community of slaves, there were certain behaviors that were formed for them to survive. And keeping things under wraps, being quiet about things, not telling people what's wrong with you because it may affect how you are being beaten or sold or however. All of that kind of fear has been passed down for generations.
But we're the change makers.
We
got a chance to change.
Yeah.
Chance to change.
Come on now. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, we're the change. We're the turnaround.
Yeah.
We're the turnaround kings and queens
Come
of our
on.
generation.
Yeah.
And
Come
I wholeheartedly believe it. I used to always tell those officers in prison, y'all, I know them people glad I'm out their prison. I got a lot of mouth.
That would have been me.
Yeah, so I used to have to tell them, oh no, baby, if this was slavery, I would have been a field nigga, not a house nigga. I'm fighting, I'm bucking, okay?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, honey, I would have been the same way.
Yeah,
Same way.
You probably would have got over with your light skin.
Oh, I would have been the house nigga. You take my kids to talk about me. When I get real pro-black, they be like, Mama, because I be like, don't be embarrassing my ancestors and talking like that and listening to that music. My son talking about your ancestors, George Washington.
That's a good one.
I was like, I am black. I have a 23 and me to prove it.
Not the 23
I got
of
a
me.
23 and me to prove it. I am black.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
that's funny, the 23 in
I got it, girl. It's on my phone. If anybody want to see it, I keep it.
Oh.
I am black.
But you know what, I have to give the backstory too for those that don't know. I was sentenced to, prior to, you said it earlier, that I was an educator. I did teach school. I'm a graduate of Clark Atlanta University.
Hey, okay.
I won't
girl.
give the year, but I'm a graduate.
Stop it.
But and then kind of went down some life-altering decisions, and I ended up in a big, huge drug conspiracy case, and I was sentenced to 30 years and 4 months, 2007. And that was a hard pill to swallow. Yeah.
I bet.
30 years. My son was 10 at the time, and my other little boy that I took custody of for was 13. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, 30 years. And I was saying to my son, I looked at my mother and I'm like, did that man just say 30 years? Did he say 30 years?
Wow.
Yeah. So
Wow.
that was kind of the backstory.
Tell me the strength that you found that it was able to help you through that time.
My faith in God.
Amen.
I don't blink when I say it.
Amen.
You know, okay, so being a PK, you grow up in church.
Mm-hmm.
You there for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I grew up also in a Jewish community in Lakewood, New Jersey. So one day we riding down the street and I see them cross. I see some Jewish people crossing the street. And I said to my father, I said, oh my God, it's people that go to church more than us. Because, they was Hasidic Jews, so they was dressed. And because I'm a little kid and I don't know, all I know is we're constantly in church. Monday night is a choir rehearsal, Tuesday, missionary, Wednesday, prayer meeting, Thursday. So that was embedded in me. And you know how they say, once the word is in you, it's in you.
It's in you.
Oh, yeah.
Whether you take heed to it or you don't take heed to it. So I relied heavily on my faith, and what I realized, my father used to tell me when I go through a hard time in prison, he would say, Angela, this is between you and God. This don't have anything with me or your mother. So what I learned and I took from that is, you can have your father can have faith, your mother can have faith, your grandmother.
You
they can be
have
praying.
You
but you
gotta
got to have it to get through it yourself. Yeah,
Yes.
so it was my faith in God. And that child, baby, they nailed me to the cross, called me crazy, called me everything they wanted to call me. I ain't care, honey. I kept on saying, I'm going home. They said, I thought you said you was going home last. I am this year. I'm going home this year.
Yep, God made it. God did. God did.
So, Angela, what are you doing now with all of that you've been through? What are you doing now?
Telling my story. I tell my story and speaking, and I'm mostly to go to high schools and middle schools, trying to save that generation because I gave God a promise. And I told him, I said, God, when you deliver me, not if, God, when you deliver me, I will tell it to anybody, not be ashamed of who delivered me, where it came from, how it happened, and nothing I've been through. Nothing is off limits. And I really get graphic with little girls and little boys in high school because I want them to know what that experience is like. You know, but most of the time we want to keep quiet. You know, we don't want to tell people because, like it was some girls in prison who family told, would be telling other family members they're off abroad, studying abroad. No, baby, they right here in this prison, this institution.
Come on now.
Yeah. But, we can't keep quiet because we're just hindering, the generation behind us or whatever. So I speak. And like y'all know, I have the book out.
Yes. Go ahead and put it up on the screen one more time.
Yes.
Where can I find it?
You can find it. Well, actually, it's on Amazon and it's on Kindle. Angela Wright, it's on Amazon now. I came on Amazon November 13th. So it was about 10 days ago.
Okay.
Yep, so it's on Amazon. But it's also directly on my website, which is AngelaCWright.com.
Yes. Okay. Y'all go grab that book. Go grab it. Yeah. Angela, thank you so much.
Yes.
I knew you were going to be amazing, but you really superseded my expectations, honey. You are fabulous.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
I am going to end it really quickly on a hot topic, which is right here before Thanksgiving. So I kind of wanted, this is really therapy, y'all.
Okay.
For Thanksgiving, the struggle is always, who house am I eating at? Mine, my spouse's, my significant other. How long we gonna be there? Are we gonna eat Grandma Susie's potato salad because I don't like it? Do I need to bring my own macaroni and cheese?
Right.
So what are y'all doing for Thanksgiving? Where you going?
Girl, to bed.
Oh
I don't know what I'm gonna feel like this Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? It's like something I gotta kind of just play by ear. But I'm definitely gonna be with my family. But it's just one of those. I want to do something different.
Something different, yeah.
So I don't know.
What about you, Angela?
I'm going to Dothan, Alabama to my hot row house, baby.
Okay.
Down, okay? Tomorrow, matter of fact, I'm leaving after we get finished recording. Today's my sister's birthday, too. Happy birthday.
Hey, happy birthday.
So I'm leaving to drive to Dothan and go down to my aunt's house. This is my second Thanksgiving home, and I'm just truly, truly thankful to God because y'all know I wasn't supposed to be out until 2030.
Wow. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, girl.
Good.
Yeah, good, girl. He's over good.
Yeah, over good. He over good. I like that. I'm gonna have to take that, Angela. Can I take that? He over good.
Over good. Okay. What was they say? God gonna do it or God
Won't he do it?
Won't he do it?
Yes.
My remix already did.
Already did. What you talking about? Won't he? No, he already did. Already.
What you doing for Thanksgiving?
So I have to do two because you got to visit everybody. So I'm going to Macon. It'll be like a pre-Thanksgiving dinner with my mom and my family. Then everyone comes to my house, so we'll have Thanksgiving in my house on Thanksgiving Day. Okay. This year I am cheating. I'm not cooking.
Okay, girl.
I'm cheating. Don't tell nobody.
Look, you deserve that.
Thank you.
You deserve it.
Thank you. But yeah, I'm excited.
That's a whole sport. The cooking Thanksgiving dinner, that is a whole sport.
Child, I don't know nothing about it. Don't look over here. I don't know nothing about it.
Yeah,
I done been there, done that. I'm done. I'm right with you.
I'm real happy to be taking a break.
Yes.
I don't know what I'm going to do. I keep saying every time I go down to Alabama to my auntie, I'm going to watch you so I can learn how to make that and make it. Child, please, I'll be somewhere sleeping on the phone.
Good.
I ain't thought about it. I don't know what I'm going to do
right.
when she go home.
Like, but is the food done yet? Is it ready?
It sounds good. She appreciated you saying that.
Is it ready?
This was great, guys.
Yes.
Show. I hope we help someone with this show.
Absolutely.
I know it's always a struggle when you are battling with decisions to make. If you're in the right or the wrong circle, what you should do. Y'all pick up Angela's book, Pit to Palace Mentality.
Yes.
Because I feel like that can be a life changer for you if you are at a crossroads and you need some help making decisions. We're going to see you again next week.
Yeah. Super excited. Hold up. Listen, y'all. I need y'all to do me a favor. We are coming to the end of the year, and Kel don't know that I've been doing this, but it is time to get it done so you can elevate.
Okay.
Do we have a campaign brewing? All right, girl. Look, I don't know what
I love doing that to her.
I don't know what she's talking about, but I know it's gonna be good.
Get it done so you can elevate.
So you can elevate. Stay tuned.
Bye, y'all.
I didn't even get to say thanks for having me.
That was a good outtake.
I'm gonna use that. It's still girl. I never hit record until we done.
That's so cute.
I like that. I'm gonna use that.
Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna use that. Oh my gosh.
Y'all, that show was awesome.
Yeah,
I don't know if this show.
I don't want it to end.
I don't know if it's your internet, but it's 99%. Normally it'd be like 2%.
It's my home internet.
Yeah.
You know what? And it could be the room I'm in because the box is in a whole nother side of the house. So it's probably the room I'm in. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I call myself buying like a booster thing to place in other parts of the house.
Yeah.
But my kids used to get on to me, my video game ain't blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I'm sorry. Came back and